This was the situation that we knew that we would face a lot of the game, being in deep, trying to cover up the spaces and making it difficult for Bayern to play. We had different principles from when we were going to put under pressure. Of course, this guy couldn't, Karim Onisivo, he could not run around to three guys, but he should be in the center. And then it was different when Boateng or Alaba had the ball here. Sometimes we would get Robin Quaison or Jonathan Burkhardt to go on the center back. If that happened, then it was a signal for the next guys to move through. That means that he has to go here to Pavard, and the outside center back has to move out and cover the space. Sometimes when he came here, we also put out a central midfielder. That meant he has to go in here. We have to close the middle so they could only play on the outside. We can control this pass and not being able to play through the middle. Of course, with Robert Lewandowski here, Thomas Müller also here, it's dangerous players, and if they get too much space, it's difficult to defend. Sometimes we're able to get in the dangerous spaces, but we wanted to control it, so it was just on the outside, and this was the way to do it. Of course, we're going to concede a lot of crosses, but often we had three center backs inside. If they should score a goal, they should do it with a cross and not opening spaces here where they can play inside.
Okay, our plan to play against the ball, because it's always the same in Germany. Bayern Munich is a team. They will all the game they want to play with ball possession, to build up from back, good transition to forward. So our plan was, when Boateng has the ball and he plays for Alaba, Luka Jovic cut the ball back, and then we wait with our 2-10 when he plays for the Davies for the left back. That Touré takes him under pressure when they play like here in the middle. Here is our number 10, and then we go up high. We go inside, we cut the field with the three in the back. And we don't want the player to play the ball back. He's here, he cannot play the ball here, he cannot play the ball here, and here we make a lot of pressure. And the first chance from our side was when the ball is coming here for Kimmich, Hasebe press them, we win the ball, and then our transition was really, really quickly, and so we make pressure on Bayern Munich, and it was fantastic. The first 30 minutes they had no chance because we press up them so high that they lose so many balls, so many duels. We were really hard, we were really tough in this game. Sometimes it would be good. We train this whole the week with our number 10. When he plays, when it's the way it's too far, when he plays this ball, our number 10 comes here, he closed the area, Hasebe is going to Kimmich, and we squeeze the pitch. Daichi Kamada, he go for press, he comes out, we make lots of pressure of them. We close the game, and so they have no chance to play through the lines because we close the space all the time. So it was our game plan that we press up them in their half to win lots of balls.
Nosotros ahora jugamos un 4-3-3 y vamos a presionar alto. ¿Qué hacemos? ¿Vale? Entonces, balón portero, ¿no? Normalmente ellos se sitúan así, ¿vale? Y se colocan dos pivotes aquí, ¿sí? Este es en teoría el que queda libre y es el que nos va a ayudar a la presión alta, ¿de acuerdo? Porque vamos a saltar. ¿Cómo vamos a saltar? ¿De acuerdo? El 9 fija un central, balón portero, y el otro, el interior, alejado, digamos, al 9, es el que salta a la presión, ¿sí? ¿De acuerdo? Y es el pivote defensivo el que nos hace la ayuda, ¿de acuerdo? Este que salta ha dejado al suyo, que es este, que a la vez salta el número 6, el pivote defensivo. ¿Quién queda libre? Queda libre este. Entonces, este muy pendiente, ¿de acuerdo? Si ellos son un equipo que les gusta jugar, aquí tenemos prácticamente hombre al hombre. Si el balón juega aquí, vuelve a portero, es este que salta cerrando línea de pase al central, obligando a jugar al otro lado y activamos presión. Aquí hay un mano a mano, no hay más. Entonces hay que ganar el duelo y recuperar la posesión, que al final es el objetivo principal de nuestro modelo de juego. ¿Qué importancia tiene este? El hecho de que si juegan en corto, ya salto y me quedo con el riesgo que hay, quedo mano a mano atrás. Pero al final es el riesgo que tomamos. Queremos recuperar el balón en campo contrario y al final es el objetivo principal. Si recuperamos aquí, estamos más cerca de la portería. Y así cada partido, constantemente. ¿Que nos juegan largo? Aquí está la clave del éxito. Que nos juegan largo, imagínate que ceden a portero, portero tira largo, es obligatorio volver todos por delante de mi marcador. ¿De acuerdo? Ellos tiran alto, ellos activan el contraataque o la transición, todos estamos por delante de nuestro marcador. 1 metro delante de nuestro marcador para coger el segundo balón tan necesario hoy en día en el fútbol. Este segundo balón, si lo coges, estás aquí. Si ellos cogen segundo balón, es contraataque y transición del equipo contrario. Entonces es clave para nosotros que si ellos activan el balón largo, ganar el duelo, pero este segundo balón recogerlo para volver a jugar en campo contrario y otra vez al SAT está atacando y está generando ocasiones de gol. El objetivo principal es recuperar en campo contrario. ¿Qué nos hacen normalmente los rivales? Nos juegan directo. Ya no quieren riesgos, juegan directo. Nosotros sabemos 1 metro por delante de nuestro oponente para recuperar balón y generar ocasiones.
I think it's important if you speak about Barca, you have to speak about their key players. So for us, it was really important to control Busquets. The first reason is if he has time to think, if he has time to turn inside our organization, if he has time to settle in the last line to create 3 in the back, he starts dictating the tempo. And when he starts dictating tempo, that's attacking the game instead of attacking the goal. So they get control of the game. So our first job was that he can never think or turn inside our organization. And this is what I meant with Hendo. Hendo was all over the pitch, but always in the right moments and always in the right spaces. For example, when Busquets would receive the ball here, he was there. When Shaqiri would press Lenglet here on the outside to cut the pitch to try to steal the ball, but they would find Alba, but Trent would not come, he was there. When Divock was defending, example here, the 6-6 with Rakitic, and the ball would have been played from Busquets back to the goalie, Hendo was here. He was everywhere, and he was the trendsetter for the whole game. If you speak about compactness, about front foot defending, I think he was a great example in this game, and always ready to defend, to fill up the not perfect organization, basically. So Busquets, key player, he understands how to temporize the game, how to pause the game, and have this calmness. If he can do that, that creates space for Coutinho to come in the pockets, or however you want to call it. That gives time for Suarez, but especially for Messi to come on the ball. So this pathway was really important, with a compact front 3 and with Hendo really active. The other thing is of course Piqué. He has the same characteristics, the DNA, the idea of making it calm, the stepping in then. So that was of course task for Divock. But if they cannot do it with Busquets normally, they will use Piqué. If they cannot do Piqué, they do it with Ter Stegen. And this is what I mean with attacking the game. Divock played at night, and it was not Bobby. And one of the things we said to Divock was, every time the ball goes back to Ter Stegen, you put him under massive pressure. So massive pressure means speed, how you go, and second, that you really want to stop the ball there. So, and I think in the game, Divock did outstandingly. Everybody speaks about the goals, but his defending from the whole front 3, Sadio played for 3 players that night, in my opinion. He was incredible. So all 3 were constantly finding the trigger and to go. So Divock to Ter Stegen, this idea was good. We knew that when he starts playing long balls, it's a small victory for us. We knew that he would play long balls, that Phil Coutinho Suarez and Messi. Maybe Vidal, yes, because he's a proper second. He's natural Vidal. He's like always in the right space. But like this, he is good with the second ball. But of course, we have an advantage there with Millie, with Fabinho, and with Hendo. Our three, the most energized midfield you can imagine, I think, in this case. So we wanted to put them under pressure, what I just explained with Hendo, with Millie, because Vidal came more inside here as well with Coutinho. We wanted to cut the pitch. I want to explain the role I think was crucial in our pressing, in our midfield pressing, and that was Fabinho. I will explain why. For example, the ball went from here to Lenglet. He would drop with his left foot. Shaqiri would always try to cut the outside to cut the pass line to Jordi Alba. So a proper trigger to go, tack, put pressure here. And in these moments, Alba frees and they have the quality to play here from the inside to the outside, for example. And everybody who says that this distance is too far away, not for Trent. If you have a big heart, if you really want to, if you want to get there, you will get there. But now I will explain why Fabinho was so important. When Coutinho would drop here and Trent would go, even our second goal came from a counter-press situation with Trent winning the ball here, leaving Coutinho counter-press and win the ball. When Coutinho was high, what I said, the most important to take the front three players out is that they don't have time to turn and face you. So Joel would follow. This would open Suarez. Normally we would say Virgil comes across, Robbo comes across. But because we were so front-footed like this as well, with Virgil coming into midfield when Messi would drop. So Fabinho was crucial that he would drop then in the line and he would control Suarez. So it became almost like he would go and Joel would end up so many times here in the challenge. Joel and Virgil, in my opinion, so if you go back to the line of four, Joel and Virgil were constantly, when they could influence this pass of Messi, they were there to win. Our third goal came from, and this is our idea, we defend to create chances. So he came here, wins the ball, he played the first pass forward, we combined on that side, we came to this side, and in the end, Shaqiri makes the cross for Gene to score. That was the 3-0. When Shaqiri went, and Trent was ready to jump, Joel would come across, and Fabinho was really good in controlling this space, or when Coutinho was really deep, we would control it like that.